Finding Serenity. She stood on the beach, the wind tousling her hair as waves lapped gently at her feet. The scent of salt and seaweed filled the air, mingling with the distant cry of seagulls. It was a scene of tranquil beauty, but her heart was heavy with a sense of loss. She had come to this place seeking solace, hoping the vastness of the ocean could help her find what she had lost. Years ago, she had been carefree and adventurous, her spirit as boundless as the sea before her. Life had been a series of joyful discoveries, each day bringing new experiences and delights. But somewhere along the way, she had lost something precious, her sense of purpose. The pressures of daily life, the relentless grind of work and responsibilities had worn her down, leaving her feeling adrift and disconnected. Today, she was alone. Her family was supportive but distant, not fully understanding the depth of her inner turmoil. They saw a capable, loving mother and wife, but inside, she felt a void that nothing seemed to fill. As she walked along the shore, she let her thoughts drift back to happier times, hoping to reconnect with that lost part of herself. The waves seemed to whisper to her, their rhythmic motion a soothing balm for her troubled mind. She remembered a time when the sea had been her refuge, a place where she could lose herself and find clarity. She used to come here often, especially when life felt overwhelming. It was on these shores that she had once found inspiration and strength, drawing from the sea's endless energy. As the sun began its descent, casting a golden glow over the water, she stumbled upon a small, weathered box, half buried in the sand. Curious, she bent down and picked it up, brushing off the grains of sand. The box was old, its wood worn smooth by the elements, and it felt oddly familiar in her hands. She opened it slowly, her breath catching in her throat as she saw its contents. Inside was a collection of seashells, each one unique and beautiful in its own way. There was also a small, folded piece of paper. With trembling hands, she unfolded it and read the words written in a familiar, youthful script, her own. It was a letter she had written to herself years ago, during a time of great hope and dreams. The words spoke of adventures yet to come, of dreams waiting to be realized, and of the strength she knew she had within her. Tears welled up in her eyes as she realized what she had found. It wasn't just a box of shells. It was a part of herself that she had forgotten. The letter reminded her of who she used to be, someone full of life and passion, someone who believed in herself and her dreams. She had lost sight of that person, but here on this beach, she had found her again. As she sat on the sand, watching the waves roll in, she felt a sense of peace wash over her. The sea had once again given her clarity and purpose. She knew that the journey ahead wouldn't be easy, but she felt ready to face it with renewed strength and determination. The ocean had returned her to herself, and for that she was deeply grateful. She took a deep breath, inhaling the salty air, and stood up, feeling lighter than she had in years. With the box of shells and the letter clutched in her hand, she walked back toward her family, ready to embrace the life she had once cherished so dearly. The sea, with its timeless wisdom, had helped her find what she had lost, and she knew she would never let it slip away again. As she rejoined her family, she smiled, knowing that the journey of rediscovery was just beginning. The ocean's endless horizon reminded her that there were still many adventures to come, and she was ready to face them all, with the sea as her guide and the newfound sense of self lighting her way.